Hello and welcome to a very special episode of What Do You Call It podcast. I'm your host, GB. Today's guest is a former Impact Digital Media Champion, Glasgow Cup winner. He's the most inspirational man in all of pro wrestling. Please welcome TNA Wrestling superstar Joe Hendry. Joe, how you doing today, mate? You all good?
I'm all good. I love the intro. Love the intro.
Mate, you deserve it. You deserve it. I'm not going to talk about the Willy Wonka in Glasgow. Just had a little brief conversation with you before recording. What I do want to talk to you about is what you've been up to in TNA recently. You're currently in a heated feud with AJ Francis.
hmm
All began last month at TNA Hard to
hmm
Kill, where you interrupted his.
That was last month.
Yeah,
That's crazy. It feels like longer. That's crazy. Carry on. Carry on.
that's cool, mate. It has gone proper quick though, and it was actually a music video he was doing, and then you kind of introduced your own music video, Cheese at Champion, absolutely hilarious. Did you think AJ Francis was going to react in a positive way and basically give you a hug for your video?
Um, no, I don't think he was going to give me a hug. I knew he would be upset about it. I didn't think I wasn't quite prepared for the volume of tears that there
Yeah.
were about it. But we all have different reactions. But no, here's the deal. Here's the deal. So AJ Francis, to me, is one of the most underrated talents in the business.
Hmm.
All jokes aside, the guy is, I'm just telling you now, people might not see it now, but they are going to. This guy is one of the best promos in the business right now, and he's way better than people think he is. He's one of the most underrated talents. This guy, his strength is insane. So when we're, having a little bit of fun and making fun of him, for various events, we're not taking away from the guy's ability. I
Yeah.
think that this feud has completely over delivered on every metric and will continue to over deliver. And I think that our goal in this is to basically force our way onto those pay-per-views and basically say we're getting this stuff so over, we're moving up the card. I'm hungry to move up the card. I'm delivering on what's being asked. He's delivering on it, and you know what? We're hungry to show the fans what we can do. And it's just working with AJ. He hates me, I hate him. So it's an awesome clash. He thinks he's better than me. I think I'm better than him.
Hmm.
It's there's nothing like a little bit of heat in a real wrestling feud, So it's been an exciting time, and I think that we have managed to make something uh very engaging in a short space of time.
It's been great just for the fans, including myself, to watch this. AJ being serious, just kind of showing you his bad side with you being as entertaining as you always are. And you get to actually team up with Rich Swann this week to face off against Dina and your best friend AJ Francis in his TNA debut. How do you plan on spoiling his first ever match in TNA wrestling?
Well, here's the thing, right? Just because I'm the most entertaining wrestler in
Hmm.
TNA wrestling, that doesn't mean I can't beat everybody up as well. People love to forget the fact that I'm a two-time national champion, winning both the freestyle and the Greco championships. Okay, so first of all, I just want to throw that out there because AJ wanted to tweet a little bit about he can, he only wrestles guys that he knows he can that they know that he's going to kick their ass and blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, but when you are a national champion, it's a different level, and that's what I love about it because he genuinely thinks that he could kick my ass, and I know that I could kick his, and I just it's exciting. The fans want to see it.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, the dude is strong. Oh my goodness. He might be the strongest wrestler I've ever faced. But I love a challenge, So I'm excited to see this go down. I think the fans are excited to see this go down. Every time that we interact, the fans are loud, they're engaged, and they're all talking about it
Mm.
online. And that's what we're all about. That's what this business is all about. Getting eyes on the product, delivering a great value to the fans who come along to the shows, giving them entertainment from start to finish.
We're going to see more. I hope so. I hope it's not just the end after this match on his TNA debut. I think there's going to be more, and it's just so much content to be produced from you two. And I think there's magic already and the chemistry, and I'm looking forward to it personally. Joe, how was it coming back to the UK last year as a member of the TNA roster and also winning the Glasgow Cup by beating the future TNA Hall of Famer, Kazarian?
Yeah, I mean, it's it was unbelievable to walk out in Glasgow and to get that response from the Scottish fans, after all the years I've put in on the Indies, to get that respect from the fans, and as well Newcastle as well being like a second home to me, with all the time that I spent down there with what culture and stuff. And
Mhm.
so for me and Simon to be able to go out there and to again have fun with the fans and deliver what I thought was a really fun and different match.
Yeah.
We, our feud got millions of views and impressions, millions.
One of your
And
best
this is,
songs, by the way, I have to say, with the Nickelback.
oh, thank you. Thank you. But the thing that got millions of views was the episode of Food Fight, where me and him had a fight on
Yeah.
my Food Fight show. So the food, What Culture uploaded a little snippet of the footage where someone was slyly filming it through the door, and Bully Ray came up to me and he says, "You got me, you got me." So if I can get Bully Ray, one of the best veterans in the game, to even question and suspend his disbelief for a couple of
Yeah.
seconds, there's no bigger compliment to me. So I feel like, again, I think the tour was a huge success for the company and for me personally as well. As for wrestling, Frankie Kazarian, I think that Frankie Kazarian is just the man, quite frankly. He's a leader. He is one of the best in the world. Our business is better for Frankie Kazarian being in it for sure.
Yeah, man, he's brilliant. He's as I said, future Hall of Famer, no doubt, and just one of the best TNA has seen. Are there any other free agents that you would like to see join and help TNA, or even other British talent, as we saw Leon Slate, for example,
Ooh,
being signed?
yeah. If Leon wasn't signed, he'd be at the top of my list.
Yeah.
I have my own promotion and I've booked Leon to wrestle me, just because when you have your own promotion, you got to do that. You got to, but that's a testament to how much I believe in Leon's skills.
Mhm.
And the thing that amazes me about Leon is not only is he just this sensational talent, he's like 20 or something. It's ridiculous, right? He might
Yeah.
even be 90. I can't remember his exact age, but he's um ridiculously good for his age. But what's really cool about Leon is he's got his head screwed on. He's a from what I can tell, he's a really great human being and a great person as well, and he's smart. And for that reason, I think he's going to have a huge successful career in professional wrestling. I'm so excited for him. He would be top of the list. Would love to see Emerson Jane get offered a contract or an opportunity
Mhm.
in TNA. It's she's working super hard, getting super over right now. And there's a ton of talent that I'm helping develop over here in Scotland as well that I think would be awesome too. So it's hard to pick one name when the UK scene is just
Mhm.
there's so many great talents. I think Doris has got a huge charisma and a
Man, like
fantastic
Maurice,
wrestler
yeah,
as
he's good.
well. Yeah, I think there's just so many. The I don't think people realize the quality of the
Mm.
British scene. I think there's a ton of people who offer a lot of value. I think, I'll say Adam Maxted. It's so crazy to me that Adam Maxted has not had a major offer yet. He was
Yeah.
my tag team partner in progress for a while. So I would say, you know what, let's put Maxted in there as well. Adam Maxted.
Nice, nice. I love the fact that TNA still continues to grow its relationship with the UK, and I'm sure you'll be
Yeah.
back this year as well. In TNA, Joe, I want to ask you, what's been your favorite custom entrance video so far? I mean, for me personally, it's Edge's Bitch song for Matt Cardona. Thought it was brilliant. I had it repeated
Yeah.
a few times, but I want to hear from you.
I just had this exact same conversation on the previous interview, and yeah, it's got to be that one. That's the one that the fans seem to gravitate towards the most.
Yeah,
I do think I really did enjoy the Cheez It Champion one with AJ Francis because
yeah,
it was so we've now done the Cheez It Champion one and we did the AJ Styles parody. And the
yeah,
original the original plan was to do the AJ Styles parody at the show in Vegas.
yeah.
But a couple days before the decision was made, let's not go in that direction right now. So I only had like a limited time to come up with the idea. What am I going to make fun of? And so that when I don't know what I'm going to make fun of, I'm like, because it's like, dude's he's played in the NFL, he's made it in major wrestling organizations, successful dude. Sometimes hard to make fun of that, and we're not going to talk about the dive thing isn't going to be the focus of it right now. So I was like, what can we do? And then I went into social media and I just saw him posing with the Cheez It Championship, but just with such pride. And I thought, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the image. So yeah.
So you're a brave man for doing that in his first
Why
ever
am I a brave
appearance.
man? Why am I a
Because you've got
brave man,
him, like it's his
Josh?
first appearance in TNA, and it's Joe Hendry. You can back up what you say, and you're just coming out there. Obviously, it didn't went end well too well for you, but it was just such a
Why
big
would that?
win.
Why would that make me brave to do it though?
Just because, like, his reputation with the NFL and just having a temper, and it's his first ever appearance, and
George. Just because I'm more entertaining than everybody doesn't mean I can't beat everybody up. All right. I'm
that's
a
true.
two-time national champion, both freestyle and Greco titles. Okay, but I'll let you off this time.
Thank you. If you were to produce a custom entrance video for TNA wrestling roster, anyone on roster from past or even the present, who would you pick?
I've actually made one for another TNA wrestler, but I won't reveal who it is. People can guess.
Nice, nice.
Or I've made part of a song. I've made part of a song for one. So
Is there any hints that you can give to it?
no, it's not. This sounds like it's interesting gossip. It's not. It's just I produced a very short piece of audio for someone that wanted
Yeah.
something. That's all it is. But if I was, oh, do you mean like a custom video for
Yeah, yeah.
someone?
So a custom one.
Oh, I
So
thought you meant like someone's entrance music. Right. Okay. A custom. Oh man, that's kind of given it. If I say the name, that's giving it away. It's going to be really hard to top the Matt Cardona one, I think.
Mhm.
Um. Oh, who? There is one. I had in my view, I had one that I knew would be up there with Edge's bitch written for Bully Ray, but we never got to do it.
Oh, but anyway, that would have been good.
Yeah. And that I'm not sure how we would have reacted to that one, but that's I've been it's I was been trying to get a feud with that guy since 2019. I asked for it nonstop in Ring of Honor, asked for it nonstop in TNA, just wasn't to be for some reason. But I feel like my act, I know who the type of people that I work well with. And I think actually, to be honest, the program I'm in right now with AJ Francis, like I say, I think that we have one of the most engaging programs in the entire company. And I
Yeah,
think that AJ Francis has over delivered on all expectations. I think this feud has over delivered on expectations, and people have no idea what's coming next. Like we're two hungry athletes that we believe that we can, pun intended, we believe that we can move up the card and do great business for the company. And all we can do is do the best stuff that we can possibly do. I think if you look at the hits that we're getting, if you look at the social media mentions, if you look at listen to the reactions when we're there live, I believe that we're delivering, and it's time for us to move up and showcase what we can do.
that's it, mate. One more question before I let you go, because I know you got a busy day with the media. So, Joe, I'd like to ask you if we were to have you back on the podcast 1 year's time, what in TNA would you have liked to have achieved since then in the next 365 days?
That's a tough question to answer because, to be honest with you, I can't win the world title unless somebody puts me in a world title match.
Hmm.
So the way I've learned to live my life is just basically I'm just going to try and be the most entertaining wrestler in the world. That's my goal. I'm going to try and be the most entertaining wrestler in the world, and I'm just going to move forward. And all I can do is just do my absolute best, and then and just be ready for when the opportunity comes. And I have faith that if I continue to be consistent and deliver, and I believe that I have, it's going to be time for me to get some of those opportunities.
Awesome. Oh, just one fan question. Scottish Wrestling Network, you might be familiar with them. Mr.
Yeah.
Hendry, your campaign seems to have the momentum of a runaway freight train. Why are you so popular? That's their question they've asked. It's a Simpsons reference. That's what they've asked.
Right. So what's the Simpsons reference? What's it
It's
from?
I believe it's the Mr. Burns episode when it's the campaign. The Scottish Wrestling Network have asked this question. I know it's
Right. No, I do love the Simpsons. I just was trying to put two and two together to what episode it was. Um, I think it's just I try and make I genuinely all I'm bothered about when I'm making these videos is just making stuff that will entertain the fans. That's all I
Yeah,
care about. It's when I'm making this, all I'm thinking about is I'm envisioning the pop that's going to come from this joke or that joke, and I'm just constantly trying to perfect what I'm doing. So I think it's because I'm going into making these videos with the right intentions, which isn't like, oh, this is going to get me super over, or
yeah,
this is going to do this. It's just what's the most entertainment that I can provide.
that's it. Awesome. Joe, I want to thank you very much for your time. Where can the listeners find you on social media?
Just Google Joe Hendry. It's at Joe Hendry on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, just Google me, get yourself a cameo, go to TNA Wrestling on the TNA Plus app as well. You'll see my show Food Fight, which is definitely worth checking out.
Awesome. Fans can keep up to date with yourself as you just promoted yourself. TNA Plus, DAZN, TNA's YouTube Insider package as well. It's brilliant. YouTube, just they can find you and keep up to date with Joe Hendry and see what custom videos he's got planned for the next few months. I'm looking forward to it myself, but awesome. What do you call it podcast? And the listeners believe in Joe Hendry. Joe, thank you very much for your time. Take care.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.